Welcome to News West 9's West Texas View with Johnny Lou Avery.
Good morning. We're so happy to have you join us today, and you're going to learn a lot about how a community keeps itself attractive and appealing for outsiders and for the people that live there. Because today I have as my guest Doreen Womack, who is the Executive Director for Keep Midland Beautiful. And some of you other communities may want to share some of her ideas with her, or get some information on how she's doing some things, because she's been at this for a while and she understands what all is involved in the way of volunteers, in the way of ideas, in the way of just hard work to keep a community attractive and appealing. And so welcome, Doreen. It is such a pleasure to have you here today. And
thanks for having me.
Before we get started, I want you to tell us a little bit about you and how you got to Midland into this job.
Okay, well, some 22, 23 years ago, I moved to Midland. I'm originally from Montana.
Oh, whoa.
And there's a lot of similarity actually between the two states. They're very large states, and their people are really proud of where they're from, and so I think that I felt comfortable, when I first came here. I originally started out in media and then moved into the nonprofit arena. Altogether now, I've been an executive director for two different nonprofit organizations, a total of almost 20 years. I've been with Keep Midland Beautiful now for 12.
Oh, goodness. And people do not understand until they've volunteered or worked in it,
right,
what all this involves. And so let's talk a little bit about the history. How did we come up with an organization like Keep Midland Beautiful?
In 1983, the Midland City Council saw a need for our community to have an organization that would concentrate on litter prevention at that time. And they were housed in under the Chamber of Commerce at that time, and then we became our own nonprofit 501c3 organization and moved out from under the chamber. And so 31 years of activity in Midland, but we have progressed. Like I said, it initially was about just litter prevention. Now we are also involved in waste management, that being recycling and water conservation, and then beautification also too. So
are you involved in signage?
Actually, we talk to people about the illegal sign ordinances. We work very closely with the Code Division of the City of Midland. We are our own nonprofit organization, but we partner with the city so many times that some people think that we're actually a division of the city, but we complement each other, I think, very, very well.
And collaborate in so many, many ways, as you do with the chamber.
Yes.
And a lot of other organizations.
Yes, all of the businesses in the community, other nonprofit organizations. The schools are very, very important to us because we want to go in and talk to the kids when they're young about having community pride. And that's everything from not littering to learning to recycle to not waste water to
taking care of parks and,
exactly
resources and assets.
Being proud of where you live, and that's a struggle sometimes with new people coming in all of the time. The fact that we live at the edge of a desert, that
the wind always blows.
The wind blows. We don't have much rain, especially during our drought. So we have challenges, but that doesn't mean that we can't still have a good-looking community.
That's right. And we also have a lot of people who care.
Yes.
And that's the real key here.
It is. Our sponsors, our board of directors, our volunteers, just fabulous people. You know, we have people that have been volunteer for this organization longer than I've been involved with Keep Midland Beautiful. We have the Merritts, actually, the Dawn Merritts. They are so active with Midland Naturalists and the I-20 Wildlife Preserve, which is also a partner of ours. We have a gentleman who's 83 years old, Jack Rogers, who is in a walking club, and he picks up litter as he walks. And then we have young people that are involved at a high school age or even younger. We've got our campuses, Adopt a Campus program, where the students go out on a regular basis and help pick up any litter that's either blown in or been dropped on their campus. So we're able to involve any age, you know, and families. It's always wonderful to see the families show up at our cleanups, because they're really, really instilling community pride in their kids.
And church youth groups, oh goodness.
Yes.
It can just, but you know, one of the things that I've learned, because I worked in a community beautification program too, and one of the things I learned is when young people go out and pick up, they don't ever litter again.
Exactly.
Because when they say, why in the world do people throw this trash? Uh-oh, I was one of those before I did this.
Exactly. And so we are able to help people who need community service hours, also people who are working on their legacy hours for the Midland College grant that Abel Hanger does for our area high school students and college students. And the nice thing about our organization is that we're flexible. You can pick up trash, pick up litter anytime, any day. You know, we'll help you get all the supplies that you need and that sort of thing. And that really, I believe right now, is our number one issue. It seems that we sort of cycle through the things that are important at the time to the community, and litter prevention is at an all-time high. We have a new mayor, Jerry Morales, and he's very committed to having our city look better.
But when you say that it cycles in and out, what is the most important thing right now? If it is litter.
It really is litter prevention. And I would say, you know, the past several years it's been water conservation because of our drought and trying to, you know, let people know exactly what they need to have a good looking landscape, but not using a lot of water.
Okay, we're going to have to take a break right now. We're going to be back in just a minute and continue this conversation. We got lots more to talk about, and how to keep a community beautiful.
Stay tuned. West Texas View will be right back.